Hello, people of Speed Gaming. Welcome to the Speed Gaming Daily Link to the Past Randomizer race. We have a mystery boot seed tonight. I am between Zeruvian and SZZ, Z for short. My name is Lucian Greeth. I am joined here by my co-commentator, Average Miz. Miz?
It is Mize. Hello everybody. I'm really ready for this race.
And we are also joined by our tracker, Scupula, who we will assume is doing fine because he's not talking.
Would you like to explain what a mystery seed is, or do you want me to explain it?
Feel free to give the explanation. You gave me a good explanation earlier.
All right. So basically, a mystery randomized seed is for me, I say it's a randomizer on top of a randomizer. So you have your like endings to beat the game, like all dungeons, beat Ganon, pet seed. So this is basically where we don't know what it is. So it could be either a Triforce hunt, it could be a pet seed, beat Ganon, and also there is randomized crystals too. So when I say that, there can be, you need 2 crystals to open the tower and all 7 crystals to beat Ganon. So it can take really short time. Like I've had one that took about an hour and a half, and I've seen one that's gone as longer as 4 to 5 hours. It's gonna be really fun and hopefully not as stressful on the runners, but it's gonna be really fun to watch, and I hope that we can just have a good time. So yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, the only things that we know for sure are not going to happen is any form of entrance randomizer, so no cross keys, anything like that. And our only guarantee item-wise is that we are starting. This is a boots mode, so we're starting with the sword and shield boots. So we have a standard open,
Which is what I mostly like in my seeds, because yeah.
Uncle.
We got the glove.
Uncle's giving us a foreboding warning about this seed. Hopefully, he's just messing with us.
So let's see what the uncle has for us.
And that'll give us, well, we already have a sword, so it won't be an insured sword kind of thing.
A 300 bomb.
Yeah, 300 rupees, not a bad start. It'll open up some, that sword damage seems to be interesting. Kill those green guards in one hit. Usually it takes 2.
Oh yeah, also, speaking about him killing them in one hit, there is also a setting to actually turn on random enemy health. So like how many hits it takes to kill an enemy, or enemy damage. So how many hits it takes to kill you. So hopefully, one hit doesn't kill you.
I've done one-hit KO modes before. They're fun.
Okay, so it takes a quarter of a heart for green. Nice.
So it looks like the damage on their end is consistent. Alright, so it looks like the keys are... We're not in the key sanity mode, so that's nice, I guess. Key sanity always adds a little bit of extra wrinkle.
I'm too much of a scrub to not do key sanity. Just saying.
So yeah, for the time being, it looks like, ball and chain goes down in one hit. Like a scrub.
This has been a pretty easy castle so far.
Yeah, these enemies are melting like butter.
Yeah. Hopefully during escape it doesn't, you know, all fall down, but I feel like I'm beaching myself. So you know what? I'll just shut up at this point.
Oh, it's all fun and games until we get to the one-hit kill ropes in the back
Oh
and escape.
yeah. At that like one spot where like, oh yeah, I'm almost there. This is so easy, and then a rope comes. You know, you're dead.
I've always been curious, like that one room, like just that has like half a dozen ropes, like Hyrule Castle just like kind of like section them all off in the one room. So far nothing seems to be too out of the ordinary, except for enemy damage output and input. So we did pick up a fire rod in the second chest after Uncle. So fire rod's always nice. And we have we got the gloves from Link's house.
So one thing that I like in my seeds is I like to have a good boss shuffle on. So hopefully, which I feel bad to say that, but like hopefully like there's like some form of like boss shuffle in there, because it's always fun to see some challenging parts in there. Which for me at least.
And boss shuffle's all well and good when you're expecting it, but when you're not expecting it, even better.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we started out with the boots.
Yep, the only guarantee we have. And nothing of particular note in Escape. We get that fire rod before Escape, so we'll see what's in Sync, but it's not looking like anything particularly good. That's assuming that Sync's not a map and I've neglected to count my items again.
And Zaru out of the castle, and Zed is kind of just falling behind him. And Moon Pearl, that is a big find. Not even sub 10 minutes, and we're already got a lot of stuff.
Oh, looks like Zervian is gonna. So where is Zervian's going? Oh, probably scouting. No, well,
Trying to do.
Probably doing like a Houlihan setup, maybe?
Probably.
Yep, good call. That'll give him the 500 rupees. So Zora, right off the bat, is available to check, especially those gloves.
Okay, I have never seen that before, and that was very, a lot.
It's definitely not common play, but it's a good heads-up call. Having that 300 from Uncle, having 500 rupees on hand now, he's going to use South Shore checks, which he can automatically loop into a logical Zora check.
Mm-hmm.
And he can knock out, and also since he has the Moon Pearl, he can knock out Waterfall Cave through a Fake Flipper. So very, very nice heads-up routing by Zervian. Alright, and SCZ is maybe on his way out of the stage. Do he lose his feed?
Oh.
Oh, there he goes. Just delayed reaction, I guess.
And Zed getting his Moon Pearl. I'm wondering what his routing is going to be, because he has a 300... Oh, so he's going straight to Kakariko.
Which is definitely...
like my route, is what I do at first, like...
Yeah, it's the well-worn path. It's, you know, a very large majority of players would take that coming out saying so. Zeruvian's is just a really good heads-up move. Ooh, Ooh, nice pickup from the, I forgot what those things are called. The, green cactus-looking things. Alright, so SCZ is giving us our first look at the forest, while Zeruvian is giving us a look at...
Master Sword! Wow. And just a 20 bomb. An ice cave. But wow, a Master Sword, that is really helpful.
Yep, Zeruvian is setting up his water walk, likely on his way to possibly Hawa, but definitely Waterfall and Zora.
And Mushroom.
Yep, so Zeruvian's heading up to Hobo.
Just some bombs.
And Zeruvian's not finding much so far. We'll see if Zora rewards the decision making here.
Zed doing his CAC checks. So in my recent seeds, I haven't really gotten anything in CAC.
There's a King Samaria in the bottle.
That's good. 300 bomb, 10 arrows.
Zeruvian finds the powder in the heart container. Doesn't particularly do anything in the moment, but they're never unwelcome.
Let's see. 50 rupees on the ledge.
Ooh, a Quake Medallion. We'll see if that comes in handy later. For now, it's kind of nice to have, but it doesn't do anything in the moment. Ooh, and Zed finds his hammer.
Wondering if after CAC, do you think he's gonna go to Aga? Oh, wait, never mind, because he doesn't have lamp, and for me it's impossible to do lampless.
I can do Aga with Fire Rod, no lamp, but without the Fire Rod, yeah, it's borderline suicidal for me, but I can make do without the, with just the Fire Rod.
Mm-hmm.
It would definitely be a bold move. We'll see if that, happens.
And then Book of Medora.
Yep, Sick Kid has taught us to read. What a pal.
He took the Sick Kid's literature.
Also, a rare instance of the bottle version actually paying you for once. We missed that, but the bottle merchant actually gave us 300 rupees in exchange for 100.
Scammer gets scammed.
Now, I'm not much of a businessman, but that seems like a failing business practice. Yeah, like that book was like Sick Kids. That was all he had to keep him entertained while he was bedridden, and we just took his book from him. Alright, SCZ is likely heading to South Shore.
And one person asked why to go to Aga, because there is a uh sign that is by the pyramid, and it's how many crystals he needs to beat Ganon, so he can check that first little check.
Also, failing that, just a chance to absolutely flex by doing Aga Lampless.
Oh yeah, if he does, and I'm just like bowing down to this man.
And why do we play Rando if not to look cool?
Yeah, I mean, just to flex.
I mean, just to flex was like 90% of the reason I signed up for this in the first place.
Yeah, I thought about that too, and I'm like, you know what? I'm never gonna be as good as these people, so yeah, let's just do it for fun. You know, let's not race, let's just commentate. So much fun.
I see
Zed going
Zed's
to his hype cave. Oh.
Zed is taking good advantage of the damage changes, killing those Mordorms with just a single sword beam. Not a whole lot of info yet on what exactly the victory conditions are. At this point, I think we can pretty safely rule out Triforce Hunt. This many checks in. Ooh, and Zed is going to get... This is out of logic, because Zeruvian got that powder from Waterfall Cave, but this could be something.
Come on, Mirror. Come on, Mirror. Come on, Mirror.
Nope.
That is close.
They both have... Arrow and Mirror both have 5 letters in them, so I guess that is close, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Alright, so where does Zeruvian go from here once he finishes his race check? I assume probably Saha eastern area. That's where those checks are.
Eastern area, you can get the checks. I have no idea. This is...
Okay, SEZ is setting up for his water walk. Oh
First
no!
time when I learned water walk I was mind blown.
We have Darkwood access, so well, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we got pendants at Turtle Rock and Palace of Darkness, red crystals at Thieves Town, and someone Light World. Did we get a map check in Light World?
I don't think so yet. Let's see what Hype Cave has.
Hype Cave is trash.
And that is not why it's called Hype Cave for today.
But yeah, going back to like victory conditions, like I said, at this point we can pretty safely rule out like Insanity mode, Triforce.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, a Triforce Hunt is a definite no because there would definitely be a counter on the screen.
Yeah, also that.
Okay, so is it Zaru or Zeru? I wanna like. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but I'm just wondering.
It's Zeruvian.
Zeruvian. Okay, Zeruvian is now checking, and 7 crystals to defeat. Oh, that's fun.
So this just might be a standard 7/7. We'll see how many because we need to get into Ag's Tower or Ganon's Tower.
Okay, I just want to say something. At the start of this race, I said that it might be like 2 crystals to open GT and 7 crystals to beat Ganon. I am so sorry for the runners, but this is great. This is great for me. If it's a 2 on GT.
I mean that's the fun of commentating. Like I can just kind of remove myself from the agony of this game. Okay, so we got our red crystal at Eastern Palace and our final pendant at Tower of Hera. As Druvian is getting that oft missed, skipped over check on Catfish. See what that gets him. Nothing. Alright, looks like SEZ is possibly following in Zruvian's footsteps. We'll see where he ends up going.
The goal, we actually do not. It's 7 crystals to actually beat Ganon. But we have not checked how much it is to open GT.
We don't even know if killing Ganon is the end goal here, do we?
We don't know yet. Wow, Zed just took 1. Wow. I forgot what the enemies were called, but it's the little ones with the tentacles. He died from 1 hit, so that is what enemy damage does to y'all, guys and girls.
That enemy was a Ropa that, as he said, died too.
Oh. See? He knows. Okay, so from confirmation from chat, PED is not possible because I'm guessing on the sign it would have said PED.
Okay.
So it's defeat Ganon.
So yeah, it looks like outside of enemy damage data, we're looking at a pretty a literal standard 7/7. We don't know what Agus Tower is yet, so it could be like a 1 through 7, 7. Or heck, Yen's Tower could be open right now.
Seed.
Zruvian's putting that fire rod to immediate work. Looks like the sword upgrades are pretty inconsequential outside of needing the Master Sword to unlock a few things.
Which that was a great place to find the Master Sword. And Zed going to check his sign.
Is that gonna... Okay, he is opting not to go for Catfish, which is we know is good for him.
So let's see if Boss Shuffle is on, and...
It is!
Yes! Yes!
Ooh, Lambo and... Well, as we all know, the true boss of Skull Woods is not Mothula itself, but rather Mothula's arena.
Oh, definitely. I did this pet seed this morning, and it was Armos on here, and I died, I think, 4 or 5 times.
Pull one out for, no appearance from Helicopter, the seed. Which is by far one of the most entertaining things, in Boss Shuffle.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, see, Nustria in chat gets it. Pour one out for Helicopter.
Okay, so Chaos Boss Shuffle, according to Drossi, thank you, by the way.
I'm not familiar with Chaos Boss Shuffle versus regular Boss Shuffle.
Um, I'm so sorry if I butcher this, but I think that Chaos Boss Shuffle is where you can have Ganon in a dungeon or Aga in a dungeon.
Oh, yes, give me all that.
So we could potentially be like, yeah, let's go to Eastern Palace. The boss is gonna be easy. Walking there, Ganon's just like, what's up, man? How's it going?
That's that would be a master plan by Ganon. Just waltz right in the Eastern Palace, and I mean, really, you think about like any like fictional villain, especially like video games, like planting yourself in the first dungeon, instant success because the hero's not strong enough to fight you yet.
Yeah.
This is why I would be a great video game villain.
All right. So Zed is in Skull Woods now.
Was that flippers on Bumper Ledge? Zeruvian like did a split second check. I think I saw flippers.
Yes, wait. Yes, it was flippers. I'm like checking like the Discord and the stream at the same time.
Gotcha. Josh went N82 is give us more clarification on Chaos Boss Shuffle. So Chaos means it can be as many of any regular boss if they fit in the arena.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I'm sorry. I get my modes mixed up because I thought like there was a what's it called? A mode where like it was like or a boss shuffle where Ganon or Aga could be in one of the dungeons. But thank you so much for clarifying that.
Where do I ask Vitorp for that boss shuffle?
I have no idea.
Does he have like a suggestion box on his office?
Um, I'm not sure.
Ooh, SCZ, fortunately taking a death. Or no, never mind, that was planned. I got caught looking away for a second.
Yeah, I'm glad that you caught that because I was actually doing the same thing. So Zeruvian in Thieves Town doing some of the checks in there. This is one of my favorite dungeons of all time in like any Zelda game. So cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. Thieves Town always had a different feel versus the other dungeons. Gives it something. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something in it that just makes it unique.
Yeah.
I'll say while we're on the subject of favorite dungeon, least favorite dungeons, when I was a teenager, I helped run a Zelda fan site on the internet. Ooh, we got Helma in Thieves Town. I rediscovered some of my old posts, and apparently I had an absolute hatred for Ice Palace.
Don't we all, man? Just don't we all? When I was little, those penguin guys, I cannot think of their name, but they scared the crap out of me.
Pengators.
Yeah, they scared me so much. Also, about the boss that Azurumian just beat and got his crystal.
Simultaneous crystal hits.
I never knew that you could actually hit him with the hammer because I would always use bombs on him. So.
Yep, that's a popular one. Many Link to the Past players as kids operated on that logic. My favorite complete total misfire in trying to understand this game as a kid is I thought Trinex's heads can only be damaged by fire and ice rods. So basically I went like semi-automatic with fire rod on Trinex's ice head. Always came in with a full supply of potions because that's just how I thought the boss went.
Yeah.
Answer link to pass Ken's question in chat. We're assuming it's a 7. We don't know how many crystals need to get into Ganon's tower, but 7 to kill Ganon. And you gotta kill Aga. Besides that, all we really know is boss shuffles on, and the damage tables are wonky. Besides that, we don't have anything super concrete, but it's looking like a pretty standard 7-7 with modified damage. Like I said, the only thing we don't know really for sure at this point is how many crystals to get in Ganon's tower. Did we see Zervian go through the front of Skullwoods? Because I'm seeing SDZ is going through right now.
Yeah, he did. After he beat the boss, he went through and got the rest of the checks.
Okay. Looks like Zervian is gonna head up the mountain. He's probably gonna give us a lumberjack check before heading up. Yeah. Alright, so I'll have confirmation of an Agassi here in a second. Yeah, unless this is in all dungeons, Aga will not be required. Okay, not all dungeons, Scrupula is confirming. So yeah, we will not be seeing Aga today.
Dark Death Mountain, where many of my runs get torn apart by me, and I lose my brain.
I remember on April Fool's seed from last year, Dark Death Mountain, I cannot tell you what happened, but I hardlocked it somehow.
Huh.
Because it kind of messed with a whole bunch of stuff. But, lesson learned. Ooh, hookshot, which we already had. I must have not been looking when Zervian got his hookshot.
A heart piece.
Alright, so Zervian's going to give us our look at East Death Mountain, all out of logic at the moment. How many Trinexes do I want? I want as many Trinexes as humanly possible. Because when I'm not racing, I wish for chaos.
Now, this is my hype cave. I mean, every seed that I have, like, I call this my hype cave. I can't think of the check name, but I call it my hype cave.
Paradox Cave, and yeah, Paradox Cave ends up, I think on average with better yield than, apparently not today, both caves are garbage today, but I would say on average, Paradox Cave has a better yield than Hype Cave. I feel relatively confident making that statement. Zed's gonna have to be a little careful here going through Thieves Town. It looks like Zervian is skipping past Spiral Cave and heading to Tower of Hera. Also, I like that the bunny sprite for Zed.
Oh, that was so cool.
The 8-bit Luigi. Alright, so pretty much, as far as I can tell, the only thing the Master Sword is actually good for in this seed. It seems like the damage done by swords is crazy. Either tablet gives 300 rupees. Okay, so there's our first Hera item.
Means he's gonna be able to do the bottom. Oh, never mind. I was about to say. I mean, he might still check it, but there's nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Hera pot. Now I wonder if since the fairy is airborne, if the vertical. I know there's it's possible that if the item Moldorm drops is still in the air when you catch it, it ruins up a some qualifier for how Harapot works for the clipping.
Huh? I've never heard that before.
Yeah, so if you're ever doing Harapot, you always want Moldorm out of the way because Moldorm is just gonna wreck your process. If it drops like a heart or a rupee or literally anything, make sure it's settled on the ground before you pick it up, because that ruins. Like I said, I don't know the exact science behind it, but it ruins one of the qualifiers. I'm not using the right word, I know that for a fact, but that's the best way I can explain it for Harapot.
Yeah.
Altitude values. Thank you, Lana Bean. Yeah, well, the fairy is always airborne, so if you get the fairy at all, that would throw off the altitude value. Ooh, and Titan's mitts.
So that opened a lot in check.
Well, it's not in logic yet, so the Titan's mitts are out of logic, so that could end up sending Zruvian on a bit of a wild goose chase with how much that opens. So until we find that lantern or the flute, those mitts are not in logic. But that does open up Dark Death Mountain while he's up here, so...
Hopefully he's gonna get into Dark Death Mountain and check the requirements for a GT.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, you can check Turok's entry, you can check Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave. I assume he's gonna give GT a look as well. No, Desert Palace has not been checked yet. That's still an unknown. Yeah, with like that whole Hera thing. Like there are things I know in this game, but not enough to explain them on a like scientific basis.
Exactly, I'm the same way. Except some stuff I just don't know.
It's a quote from Last of Us. I enjoy, like, I know what it is, I don't know how it works. Looks like Turok is a Bombos requirement, which is coincidentally the only medallion we do not have. Otherwise, Zeruvian would have had the option to make a relatively deep dive into TR if he so chose. But without that Bombos, we don't have the key. So, c'est la vie. Oh, there's lanterns. So now the mountain is in logic. So Zeruvian should be fine then. Zeruvian's a good player, so I'm assuming Zeruvian knows his dark rooms. But with lantern being the logical access for the mountain, that puts everything nice and neat for him.
So he saves and quits not to check. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the very good quality gamble on skipping on the back of Thieves Town from Zeruvian. Zeruvian did not do the entire back of Thieves Town. With Boss Shuffle, he decided to scout what boss was there. It's Helmasaur, so you do not have to go through the entire back of Thieves Town. And opted
Okay,
not
so that
to.
puts.
What was that?
So do you think that puts Zed in the lead somewhat?
I don't think so, because all that lamp logically. That lamp would put all of what Zeruvian just did in logic.
Okay, yeah, wow, so Mirror was in there, so that was a good path to take.
Yeah, I know Zeruvian well enough to know I don't think he needs lamp to beat the seed. So no, if anything, that would to answer your question, that would probably just further establishes Zeruvian's lead.
This is a fun seed to watch. I'm sorry that I'm not like really like commentating a lot. I'm just watching.
I'm in awe of Zeruvian's decision making here.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, the mystery was Jet. Okay, looks like Zeruvian is heading towards Desert Palace. I assume Zeru's going to do ice at some point. It's a crystal. To answer at least past Ken's. Yeah, I saw that too. Would that mean that? Well, if his boots still got what, green 20 for if it was the actual in-game boots.
I was probably what that. I mean, if it was boots, then it probably would be. But that was so weird.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'll have to, if I remember, I'll have to ask him about that after the game. Yeah, Zeruvian is just trailblazing right now. You gotta think too, if we can pretty firmly establish that unless it's in Spike Cave or something, that flute is not on the mountain. So whenever Zeruvian ends up finding it anyway for Meyer access, that'll put all his mountain stuff into logic anyway.
Yeah. What was on Ledge?
Desert Ledge was Piece of Heart.
Okay. Zed going through the Death Mountain caves right now. Hopefully he checks Dark World. GT.
We'll see, because Hera is a pendant, so we'll see. I don't think there's a whole lot left to do, so I would assume you pick up both your items from Hera.
Yeah. You think he's gonna finish out the dungeon or find Mitts and dip?
I mean, you've got both your items at that point, because there's a piece of heart in the basement, and then you had your mid, so that's your two items for Hera.
Oh my gosh, he's doing this so fast. I'm sorry, but wow, I've never seen it done this fast, honestly.
Oh, phase 2 is about to get so much faster. He tried to set up, but Argus gave him the slip.
You gotta be.
Zeruvian just showing complete and total disregard for Argus's well-being. Argus is like, hey, let's go ahead. Sorry, I was just gonna joke.
Oh no! You go. Sorry, I was gonna make a joke too. So you go.
Argus is like, hey, check out my new home. I decided to move to the desert. And Zeru's like, I don't care, and just murders him dead. Alright, looks like Zeruvian's possibly looking for his second desert item. Alright, so 45 minutes in, Zeruvian has 3 of his crystals so far. We'll need to get the cape at some point to put those bumper ledge flippers in place.
Give me a quick second. I'm gonna put on a hoodie because it's really cold in my room. So give me like 5 seconds.
That's all good. Okay, so right now we're gonna be looking for the cape, which with the flippers and logic, which I think would be he's a flute. So the flute and cape, and by extension flippers for go mode for Zeruvian. Possibly an ice rod if Trinex decides to. Oh, we need a bow as well. I'm running through this in my head in real time.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. You just missed me rambling about not knowing stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. I do the same thing.
So I was trying to run through in my head what we still need for go mode. We still need bow, flippers, flutes, and cape, and possibly an ice rod, depending on if Trinex shows up.
No, Zeruvian, go back to Eve. Sorry.
Alright, Zeruvian's picking up Jeremiah the Bullfrog, who is a good friend of mine. Oh, Zed just cut out Hera completely. So, unfortunately, not going to be picking up his Titan's mitts. Granted, the mitts close off so much, I don't think it'll be too long before we see Zed return to Tower of Hera. Kind of the silver lining of that. So, right now, Zeruvian could do Ice Palace out of logic. I'm not entirely sure if that would have any good return on investment. Maybe a bow.
I don't know. Gary has given me some pretty good stuff very recently, so he's just been really nice to me. Hopefully that's the same case for Zeruvian and Zed.
Ooh, nice loop in of the shovel spot. Oh, and Zurian's also going to be able to loop in, well, he already did Bombos, never mind. Alright, the hunt continues for progression. Where will Zurian go next?
I'm guessing other dungeons. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was making his way to Swamp for a second.
Not without the flippers. Might be pod
Yeah,
area?
I forgot. Yeah, pod. That's. But you need bow to get through it, so.
It's dependent. I'm not entirely sure clearing it is the goal here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it was dependent. I thought that it was a crystal, so I was gonna say like to actually clear it, you need the bow, not just flippers.
And he can do 2 extra checks by doing the potion camera unlock or the mimic clip, whichever suits him. Oh, there's a cape, so that
There's
puts
our
flippers in
cape.
logic, which puts swamp and ice in logic. Yeah, and Zeruvian just immediately changing up his plans. He knows he's got flippers now. So yeah, like Zeruvian's just beelining for those flippers now, which is the obvious. You know, why not? Alright, so after that, the only assured item, 2 items left will be a bow and a flute. And Zeruvian is just god routing this.
I've never seen routing like this.
Zeruvian's
Both these runners are really like fantastic. Zeruvian's.
Zeruvian's been at this for a while. He definitely knows what he's doing.
How long have you been playing randomizer?
Just about a year now.
About a year. I've played, so I went off and on for 2 years now. I kind of stopped at like at the middle of 2020 because it got kind of boring for me after a while. But then I came back and it's so much fun. Like multi-worlds, online's such a fun time.
Yeah, I was just getting into it at the start of the main tournament last year, and that obviously didn't go well because it was standard hard, which I was not prepared to deal with. But and unfortunate death to Argus. Sorry, I got distracted. But then did the mentor tournament for the Go Mode podcast, and that really helped show me the ropes of this game. Where do I want flutes? I'm trying to think of anything that would be super obnoxious at this point.
GT.
I guess that depends on how many that depends on how many crystals for entry. Yeah, that'd be fun. Big chest of GT.
I'd cry if that would actually happen to me.
But progression on big chest of GT, yeah, who would see that coming? I think that's really the only wrinkle we have left in the seed is how many crystals do we need for GT entry. I'm curious if the not that just the hard item pool is a possible mystery setting, and don't careful. Oh, SCZ takes another death. Like this.
Oh man, Zed.
Validation chest clue. That also wouldn't be too bad. Because generally, if you're still looking for it at that point, you're going to check that validate. Well, let's not call it that. First of all, on air, that's my bad. The Moldrum 2 chests. Because if you're still looking for that flu at that point anyway, you're definitely going to be opening that chest regardless. So yeah, while kind of obnoxious, it would be something you're absolutely going to check. No one checks big chests to GT.
Speaking of GT, I think that there's a fun mini game that we play because you know who loves trying to find that big key. I sure do.
Yep. We'll get to. Oh gosh, Zed, careful. Play it safe there, Zed.
Come on, Zed.
Careful, careful, careful.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Okay, we're past phase 1. Yeah, Zeruvian is not leaving left side swamp to chance, which is probably for. Oh no!
Oh man! Ah!
Yeah, Zed is. Argus is just not agreeing with Zed.
Dang. Well, I'm wondering if he's gonna change his routing up.
Oh, he's going right back at it. Good.
Okay.
Don't give that monster the satisfaction. Also, I've been so caught up in this Argus thing, I have not checked to see anything at all that has been in Swamp on Zeruvian's side. I'm not seeing anything lit up that I didn't see before, so I'm assuming Swamp's been pretty empty up until now.
Alright, third time's a charm. Let's see it. Come on, Zed.
Alright, going for spin strats now. Or just on the first one. Nice diver down by Zeruvian. Okay, so there's a green 20 there, so either that was... We got our bow, most importantly. I'm curious if this is a hard item pool, because we haven't seen any mail upgrades yet either. I'm wondering if that could have been the butter sword, the golden sword in that chest. It could have also been boots. Right, I said I was going to check the item, the weights. I didn't do that. Let me go check something real quick.
And there is Armos.
Oh, good thing we got that bow.
Wait, hold on. Where do we find Tempered Sword? I was looking at Zed. I was watching.
I was actually watching neither. I was going to check. I was checking the weights. There is a 20% chance that this is the hard item pool, so I could be right on that. So we haven't seen any mail upgrades. We got that green 20, which could be the boots because of the mode we're playing, but it could also just easily been the golden sword. I don't know if there's anything stopping you from saying the Gans Towers keys in chat, or crystals in chat, but I prefer to find out in real time.
Yeah, same. So, what is hard item pool? Because I'm not really sure what it is.
Okay, so hard item pool puts a cap on your item pool.
Okay, so like you can
Your
like you can have this many of swords, this many of tunics, this many of like that.
correct. So hard item pool has no tunic upgrades. Your sword is capped at tempered. I think your shield is capped at red shield, and there's a maximum of 14 hearts. I can't remember if half magic is in the hard item pool or not. If half magic is not in the hard item pool, then my theory's out the window.
Yeah. Is it Rivian doing?
Oh, and no
Crystal Palace
silvers.
here?
No silvers are in the hard item pool either. So
Ooh, silverless. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, so that's what I'm just wondering because we haven't seen silvers. Those a good chunk of the time you never see them anyway. But the fact you see no tunic upgrades and that green 20 has me wondering. It looks like Zed is heading for Eastern Palace, which won't be able to beat, but he might be able to fish up a flute or something in here, or an ice rod. Alright, so if half magic is available in a hard item pool, then I'm feeling pretty confident this might be a hard item pool seed.
Most likely is because I have no idea what other reason should be with the clear thing. The cleared item. Yeah, words are hard sometimes, guys.
It's all good. That might explain that weird nothing we got from Bombos, which
Yeah, that's what I was.
even in the hard mode, most of those items get replaced with a green 20, like we saw right next to the bow in the diver down room. Eastern Palace has the other bow. That is possible. That is 100% possible. Now, with that said, I said silvers are not in hard item pool. Both bows are generated. That's not a green 20. I think this is a hard item pool. I'm feeling pretty confident in that now. That's my previous point, though. Both bows are generated, though, so you can find either bow 1 or bow 2 in either of the locations the game has put them. But once you find one, the other one turns into a green 20, like what Zruvian just found in Ice Palace. Cool. So I'm feeling pretty good myself for calling that hard item pool.
Forgot the boss name. Yeah,
Got a pretty pink Helma.
Helma. Yeah. I'm just a master at this game. I know everything, definitely.
And so do I. That's why I'm not racing to spare the other racers of having to go up against me. So yeah, so we got Pretty in Pink Helma. See if what other helmets we get. Get like a Helmets or Power Ranger squad going by the end of the seed. Okay, so it looks like Zed's trip into Eastern is turning up dry. I wonder if Zed knows about the flippers being on. I don't think I saw him scout the flippers on Bumper Ledge. But it looks like he is gearing up to return to Hera. I don't think there's a whole lot left for him at this point, which, like I said, was the saving grace of not getting those on the first time up. The fact that the Titan's Myths close off a good chunk of this world, so without them, you're not gonna be progressing. But at the same time, there's not much you're gonna be able to get to without them.
I'm just wondering if Zeruvian like thinks he's gonna go back and check Thieves Town, because Lamp is quote unquote required.
Nah, Zeruvian's. I think Zeruvian's good enough. The lamp is pretty inconsequential.
Okay.
The only real challenge left to be Meyer Dark. Meyer Basement Dark is no joke.
Oh, no, it definitely isn't.
Green Penetrant and Ice Rod, Trident's blocking Big Key. That could be an interesting turn of events. Of course, that all assumes Trinex doesn't show up before GT, and you go find the Ice Rod anyway. Yeah, so we are a flute away from go mode. Possibly needing the Ice Rod if and when Trinex shows up.
Yeah. I'm wondering where the flute will be.
I'm gonna guess Pod at this point. So there's always that joke about Pendant Pod having progression a weird amount of time. Oh, Zed soft locks the Herapot.
Oh man, I never knew that you could do that actually.
Yes, so when you go, so Herapot's just ruining both of our Razors tonight. But what happens is, when you do the Herapot where you clip into the pot, you need to tap left before you enter the pot. Otherwise, you I don't know if it's soft lock or hard lock. One of the two. You basically have to reset the game. So I think it's a hard lock. Yeah. I guess I'm the expert on Herapot tonight. Explaining it.
Hard lock is basically when like the game actually just crashes. Soft lock is where like the game still is running but you can't move or do anything.
Okay, so that was a soft lock.
Yeah, that was a soft lock. Like if you hear music playing and you just can't do anything at all, that's a soft lock. But like if you hear like the that's wow, your game is done.
Yeah, so for those learning Harapods, both Razor and I have been a cautionary tale. So we got Vanilla Armos. First of all, that's nice. And so when you kill that mold orm right in front of the pods, do not, if it drops an item, do not grab that item until it hits the ground and is settled. Otherwise, you ruin the quote-unquote altitude value necessary to clip into the pot. Second of all, when you clip into the pods, just like that, you see Zed turn left and it clipped him over another pixel to the right. If you don't hit that left, you kind of get stuck and you soft lock your game.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, looks like he mistimed that hook shot across the ledge.
And Zeruvian going back into pod. Okay.
Alright, Zed has his mitts.
Do you think that Flute might be in Ped?
The possibility is there. 100%.
If it's there, then oh my gosh, that's gonna be tough.
Ped's dead? Okay, never mind. Scrupulous saying,
Oh,
it's Cash. Taking a death warp? No, Zaru has not been in the pod yet. This is his first time. Looks like he's gearing up for. Oh, no, he's got the bow. Never mind. I was operating under some old knowledge.
Okay.
We were talking about the potion camera unlock before, and I was going off that. But bow, no problem.
I tried to do potion camera lock today, and I had so much trouble with it because I forgot how to really do it.
So for potion camera unlock, you line yourself up, like you want to be pushed up against the northern wall of the left to right hallway. And as you're passing between the second and third torches on those walls, you want to drink your potion. That unlocks the camera. And so then when you get into the mimic room, go over to the right wall, hug it, guide the mimics all off to the left side of the screen. When the game can't see any mimics on screen, the game assumes they're all dead, and just unlocks the door for you.
Yeah.
There also is the Mimic Clip, which is significantly harder, but is available. I don't know how to do Mimic Clip, I couldn't tell you. But it is doable if you don't have that, potion.
Keys and more keys.
Oh yeah, we would still need. Oh yeah, we still need that Bombos if we want to look at TR. It's funny. I was This is a bit of my personal life here. I went to a an arcade bar in my city last Friday, and they had these Super Nintendos hooked up to these big screen TVs. And lo and behold, and I resisted the urge, but lo and behold, they actually had Link to the Past on these TVs.
I've been to one too, and we went. So like, there's this like bar and grill that's like close to my town. It's like probably about an hour away. Oh, okay, so it's a 6-7 seed. But anyway,
Zeruvian could go into GT right now if he so chose.
yeah. But basically, I did the jump SQ glitch to like beat it in like 5 minutes, something like that.
Oh yeah, exploration
And
glitch. Yep.
yeah, and one guy was watching me. He was like, "Do you want to like work here?" I'm like, can't.
And Spike Cave only has a red ruby. So I think Zeruvian is either out of checks or he's thinking GT might be the play. I don't know which. Regardless, looks like he's staying with GT. Which will grant him access.
Okay, that was so cool, but sorry, like when they like both like dashed off to a screen transition, like they like bumped in at the same time. It's kind of cool.
That was pretty neat.
The satisfying things of A Link to the Past randomizer.
It's the little things. Yeah, I think the seventh crystal is Zelda in vanilla. So I guess I don't know. I'm trying to think of like this from the in-game perspective, where like, yeah, 6 is enough. I'm not sure if it's Ganon who makes those rules or if it's Link. I don't know.
All right. Oh, sorry, you got.
No, I was like, you think Ganon would try to not make things easier.
All right. So now that we are in GT, let's play a fun game. Let's see how many checks there is to get the big key, and if you win, you get 1,000 cookie points, and they're imaginary too, so you can just eat them through the air.
You get the satisfaction of knowing, of us saying, you called it.
Yeah, y'all guys get street cred. How about that? It's street cred. 9, 11, 22. What? 4 out of 20? 5 out of 20? Somewhere around that.
You can tell your friends tomorrow at work, school, wherever you go during the day. Say, hey, I was watching Link to the Past Randomizer race last night. Totally called against our big key.
And they're gonna be like, dude, I played like Fortnite. Calm down.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What? A Link to the Past? Is this a new game?
Great anti-Bob. That does appear to be it. 6-7, defeat Ganon. Hard item pool. I don't know the exact settings for what the damage output is, but enemies are just dropping. Okay, so Zed is putting his Titan's Mitts to work. So he's taking the blacksmith on a Light World tour. Oh, there's that big key.
Okay, so what was that? What was the?
Could not tell you.
Yeah.
Alright, so check right side first, then Bob's Torch is 3, Randomizer room is 4, 5, 6, 7, Fireball room is 8, Fire Snake room is 9, I think that was check 10. if my memory is serving me well.
Alright, well. The closest one was Mohubba. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but you win. Actually, it's a tie to Mohubba and Link to the Past Ken, because they were both one-off. So you guys can tell your friends.
I'm gonna retroactively guess 10. Ooh, we got Trinex on ice.
Yay! That's always. And he leaves.
Yeah, not much we can do with that. Now we have a couple. I guess we got a little wrinkle, so to speak. Because if the flute is behind Trinex, then this is an ice rod required. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned ice rod hunt. Yes, rejoice, for he has come. Praise and revere him. Trinex on ice has granted us with his holy presence. Okay, so that would have been a shield or a sword or boots. It's hard to tell. And so Aga is beatable. I assume that's going to be Zeruvian's next step, regardless of what happens here. Yeah, I think this, JD Silvergun's pointing out in chat, I think this is the first adversity Zeruvian's faced in this seed.
Yeah.
Alright, so, we don't know for sure, but like I said, if Flute is in GT basement, then we need ourselves a good old-fashioned ice rod. Meanwhile, Zed is doing his mirror on that mushroom turn-in. Trades in a bomb on top of the mushroom. Can Trinex even be in Upper GT? I'm almost 100% sure it can't be in Mold Room 2. It could be in... Can Trinex be in Land Mode 2?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, thank you. So the potential is there for Trinex and Lambo 2, depending on what flavor of boss shuffle we got going. It's Cold Stare, ooh, and Cold Stare has done some redecorating for this room.
Whoa, that is cool.
It's kind of trippy. It's the arena from against Ganon in Zelda 1. Alright, Zeruvian's making his way up the tower. Alright, Zed is about to get his flippers, which will open up Swamp Palace and Ice Palace. All right, last chance for the flute.
Let's see, 2 more checks for flute and
I just got 2 more.
no.
2 more after this. We
Oh,
got
2 more. I got you.
the before Mortal Room 2. We got post Mortal Room 2. The final chest.
This better be in the like. This better be here, because other than that, I have no idea.
What if this is Ice Rod in the Mortal Room 2 chest?
No.
Okay, so we've got ourselves an Ice Rod hunt. Well, we have still the pyramid to check. Flute could be in pyramid. Nice double start out. Alright, and for the so since this is a hard item pool, Zeruvian is actually maxed out on hearts. So I guess the lucky outcome would be that the flute is in pyramid, and that's that. You just do Meyer, then Ganon. Yeah, looks like Zeruvian's set up for that pyramid check.
Yeah. So, real quick, while he's going to pyramid and Zed is just doing some of the checks, I'm gonna do the command for our runners and commentators. Please go follow them and our tracker. Hold on. Oh, and our tracker. This won't happen without our amazing tracker. And also, go follow my amazing co-commentator, Lucian. He's pretty funny. Way funnier than me.
I'm gonna put that in my Twitch bio. He's pretty funny. Average Mize.
Yes.
You want bombs or ice rod? I would prefer flu. That would solve the immediate problem, the only problem. But as a commentator, I'm up for whatever.
Yeah. He's okay. I mean.
There's the flute.
And there's flutes.
And Zeruvian is making his thoughts known on that flute placement. Alright, so Zed is on the Bombus tablet. Yeah, what is going on with that? Nothing. Alright, so Zeruvian is in go mode. Well, Myers Trinex, that is a that's an excellent point.
That means Ice Rod Hunt. And that means more fun.
Of course, Ice Rod could be in Meyer.
Yeah.
See, I think at that point, there I don't think there's much left. You know, all this time we never thought to consider that Meyer might be Bombos as well.
Oh yeah, I never considered that. Hopefully he's gonna check Meyer. I mean, okay. I can see why he didn't because he already has everything. He's probably just pushing that it's gonna be an easy fight.
I mean, what are the odds he's gonna be trying next again? Nice use that King Samaria. I appreciate this. Keep me honest. I'm glad I said it kind of normal too, because I could be like, "What's the worst that could happen?" Alright, so no big key yet. So we'll see if, Yep, Zervin's gonna dig a little deeper for that big key.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kamikaze. So like, of course, Skullwoods, Trinex cannot fit in there. Imagine if you like walk in, you see this big thing and just so little room with spikes all around you and moving platforms. I just quit the seed. I just quit the seed.
Oh, very nice rail clip by Zeruvian.
Oh, that was a nice clip.
I would give Skullwoods Trinex at least 1 or 2 tries, especially if I was on stream. Just give a good show.
And Darkroom Meyer.
Yeah, definitely the trickiest.
Oh my gosh.
I say that despite what is on display right now.
Okay, this may seem like from him that it's easy, but I promise it is the hardest thing ever.
Yeah, it really is. Zeruvians make me look like a fool, but rest assured, Meyer Basement is the toughest dark room in the game to learn.
Gosh.
Yeah, so to my point earlier, I think Zeruvian's good without that lamp.
Okay, so Zeruvian about to finish up Meyer. Let's see what the boss is.
Blind, ooh. That's a nasty place for Blind to be. But Zeruvian doesn't care, because he's just prepared for everything. It's a very good heads-up play by Zeruvian facing Blind here in Vitreous's boss arena. Alright, it is time to roast the pig.
Roast the pig. Roast the pig.
Go mode. I would. We're on our way to begin, so yeah, I'd say we're in go mode. We're making a trip into Dark World. Oh, no, we're gonna fight Ganon. So.
So, I am that guy who never wants to do Silverless Ganon because I know that I will fail completely. um, I don't know. That's definitely like some people love doing Silverless Ganon. Some people love doing Silverless Master Sword Ganon, and to those people, I say good job, good for you. Something I will never do. I tried it once. It was
I can do Master Sword Scan. I would vastly prefer not to.
Yeah, see? Because 24 hits to kill them, all spin attacks.
Now, with that said, Tempered Silverless, yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah.
No, silvers are not in the seed at all. Gorn 1988. This is a hard item pool, so silvers do not exist.
And Zed is just now about to finish up Swamp Palace. He has... Let me just... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he will have a 6 crystal right now. So he's going to go hit up GT, hopefully go hit Meyer, and then roast some pigs.
No, you still need to go get Ice Palace.
Oh yeah, Ice Palace, my bad.
Alright, Zeruvian pulls off the torch glitch. Which, I think he's got at least one green potion, so I think he's good regardless. Depending on what safeties you have on hand, like the torch glitch isn't strictly necessary, but it sure does help. I was doing game fights earlier. It was silvers, but I mistimed the sword swing. I actually managed to do a serverless hit on Ganon with just sword swings earlier this week.
Oh, that's nice.
Completely by accident. Definitely didn't plan it. Alright, Zeruvian has no problem with serverless Ganon. The pig is roasted. Get your GGs in the chat for Zeruvian.
GG, and he's gonna be finishing at a race racetime.gg time of 1:36:45. Crazy. That's okay. This was a really good seed. I loved the seed.
Yeah, just enough wrinkles thrown in to make things interesting, but also familiar at the same time.
Yeah.
And Zeruvian finishes in 4th place in the race time room, behind TJ Joel in 1st place, Furious Magic in 2nd place, and Chemo in 3rd place.
And let's see if we can get Zeruvian in here, and we'll talk to him, and we'll keep watching this another amazing runner, Zed, who is still trying to get through his Ice Palace in the Swamp.
He just finished Swamp. I think he just needs Ice Palace for GT access. Pulls off the Icebreaker. Very nicely done. Yeah, if I talked about how much teenage me hated Ice Palace back in the day. If I had to gift time travel, I would go back in time and gift the mid 2000s icebreaker. Some people have grander plans for time travel. I'm a simple man.
Oh, and let's welcome on in Zeruvian. Welcome. That was a great race. Like, good job on your performance. I was in awe of your lampless mire.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I can't take all the credit.
yeah, I was in the process of explaining how difficult Dark Mire is, and you just like waltz right through it.
Yeah, Darkmire is one of those things that it gets easier once you know some of these strats to make it that way. But it's one of the more daunting things that you can have as a younger player, too. So it can be a very powerful weapon if you're not finding a lamp anywhere, for example.
For the record, Lamp was in back of Thieves Town. I think up in the attic or Blind Cell.
Yeah.
I can't remember, one of the two.
I kind of figured it had to be based on what the logic gave me. Because, I mean, clearly we're on advanced placement with 5-6 leading to Flute, Flute leading to Mountain, Mountain leading to Mitts. So Lamp had to be in Thieves Town at that point.
Yeah.
I do have one question for you, because I think we're almost all at a loss trying to figure it out. The Bombos tablet, do you know what happened when it dropped to nothing?
My guess is, since we had starting boots by the customizer, that's probably what it is.
Okay, I thought maybe it would have been a green 20 or something in that case.
Yeah, when you literally change what a YAML says to a starting item, and the game doesn't know what to do with it if you've just added it in. So some instances you see a green 20 if it's an extra sword, or if it's, as we see, we're in hard item pool. But I don't know. That's more of a question for the devs, I would think, than for me. That's just my conjecture on it.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I know YAML, you're like getting a bit more into the nitty gritty of the game settings, so that might explain it. I was curious, like no one in chat knew. I definitely didn't know. No
I
one
thought
knew,
that it
though.
was I thought that it was the second player of Flippers.
Oh.
For some reason. Because of your sprite, and also like I thought like it was just like the Flippers again. Wow, I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, how about those flippers, by the way? I'm looking at them on Bumper Ledge. I'm like, okay, now I'm hunting for a cape among a few other things.
Yeah, when you found that cape in Sal's closet, you just bailed because it looked like you were setting up for an Eastern pod play. And you find that cape, just like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, and there's a good chance one of those green 20s in the back of pod could have been the other bow, but as you saw, it wasn't even bow locked, so it didn't matter in the end. I wasn't going to find anything in pod. At first, it felt like it was going to be a simple, like, run-of-the-mill, oh god, are our crystals reduced? What's our goal going to be? Everything's just plain Jane, and then, of course, you drop into the back of Skull Woods, and you're fighting Ladmolus. So,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, at any given point, you could have run into a boss you weren't exactly prepared for, so that kind of played into things a little bit, too, with why I was just poking around. You don't want to find a Trinex on Landmo 2 and be like, oh gosh, where's my Ice Rod?
Or the ever-popular Ice Arm, or Ice Trinex.
Yeah, what did chat think of that one?
We were wondering about the possibility that Flute was behind Ice Trinex, and you had to go find your Ice Rod somewhere like in Pyramid.
Yeah.
See, I made the play for GT is kind of like a bad toss-up. I was kind of defending against GT being a lower crystal count, because of course when you have higher crystals, there's more junk filled into it. So there was a slim as heck possibility that you could have gotten a Flute or an Ice Rod in GT, but didn't pan out.
I mean, GT most of the time is junk, so it was kind of like, or like most of my GTs are junk, except for a couple things, but
And then GT's always like, this seems like a good time for Mirror Shield.
yeah. So Zed now in Eastern Palace. So he needs to be East. Wait, isn't Eastern a pendant?
Eastern is Red Crystal.
Yeah, Eastern's the
Okay,
other
right, coastal.
5-6. That's kind of where I think I got derailed a little bit here. Obviously, the cape's sitting in Saha's closet. Then you just go into Swamp because everything else is early sphere. And you can get your bow and go straight to Eastern, get your flute, and everything's free!
I guess I really liked very early, like straight out of Sanctuary, because you already had that 300 from Uncle. Was the thought process just to do right off the bat Houlihan, that way you had the 500 for the South Shore played straight to Zora? Was that your plan?
Yeah, I was absolutely, with the glove in Link's house, was thinking, well, Zora's already in Logic, I might as well just knock it out instead of possibly leaving that something that I need there for literally forever. Turns out that was Quake that was required for Meyer, so I'm glad I didn't leave Zora forever.
Yeah, because we were thinking like, you got the Moon Pearl for water out of Logic Waterfall. You got 300, which puts you more than halfway to Zora. Like that was a really good heads up opening play.
It turns out the better play, though, is just run through Kakariko. Game's going to give you everything you could possibly need except the cape. But the knowledge of the flippers, which will lead you to doing the Zora checks anyway.
Yeah, it's always funny how Rando plays out sometimes.
As they say, Rando's gonna Rando.
Rando's gonna exactly, wise words.
So yeah, GG to Zed, obviously. He'll be figuring out his answer in just a moment here. I wonder if he'll take the coin toss to either go to Pyramid or GT as well. I didn't check it my first time up. So I was like, well, let's see. GT's probably a lower crystal count. Well, it was 6.
Yeah, no, Zed actually does know that ahead of time. Yeah, I think he made a check on GT pretty early on.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish I could have had back is just look at GT. Even if I can't even do Spike Cave, I probably could have weaseled it with 7 hearts and 2 red potions, but nah.
Alright, let's see where Zed goes. He's doing a little dance with the bow first. But yeah, that was some like really good routing all throughout for you. I think I might clip that Bombos tablet and kind of show it over in Discord, see if like Can or Synac has an or someone has an answer for that.
Yeah, that was so weird. I thought that like so I've never actually seen that like before in like any seed because I've never really seen any mystery seeds except for one. But I thought like it was the case like, oh, if it's the boots for example, it's just gonna show nothing. But I didn't know that it showed up with a green 20.
I feel like generally that is going to. Oh, he said I put a spin speed. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it be nothing. Also, we got some of our race room racers in here. Not here in our chat, but in the speed game chat.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good segue. Like we said before, make sure to follow our racers, Ruvian and SZZ. Feel free to follow my co-commentator, The Average Mize, myself, Lucy, and Grief. And without Scrupula, our tracker, we'd just be talking to the void and have to remember stuff.
Yeah.
With our brains.
And here it is, the GT for Zed. So, my question is for Azruvian. What is your... So, this is kind of like an off-topic kind of question. What's your favorite dungeon in like all of this game. Like what's in that like, oh yeah, when I play randomizer, I hope that I can go to this dungeon every time because you know, bam bam bam.
Well, someone's gonna roll their eyes out here because my favorite dungeon is actually Swamp Palace.
It's a bold choice. What, dude? Because you know what? From a random point of view, I do like it because like that can be a great equalizer, depending on the racers. You know, because like might have someone who's like infinitely more skilled than me, who neglects to check left side swamp, whereas maybe I'm feeling I want to be a bit more thorough, and that could give me a good advantage over someone who is actually better at the game than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my thoughts on Swamp is if the game's giving you the pieces to go into it early, it can either be absolutely loaded or completely crummy. And if it's a crystal one, boom, you just got a crystal out of the way. Provided you have the tools to do it.
Yeah, that came up late into my mentor tournament run last year. Like we had our Dark World access, we had hook, flippers, and so we did like a fighter sword Argus.
Ooh, nice spins Argus. That's a fun one to learn on Fighter or Master, and a very useful skill to have is, as you can see, Argus can show up anywhere in this boss shuffle, and, well, almost anywhere, but for the most part, there's only a couple spots he can't, really. And I don't even remember, I tracked where he was. Pretty sure.
He was in Desert Palace.
Yeah, and that's one of those nicer arenas where you can have him, but, if you have him in, say, Skull Woods or Misery Mire, it's going to be real hard to land some of those without really knowing what you're doing.
I think this came up for me once. Doesn't Phase 2 Argus just sit completely still in Skull Woods?
Yeah, he gets stuck on the conveyor, because the conveyor will still be active if Argus is your boss in Skull Woods, and he just kind of gets stuck moving side to side, if anything, which makes him easy to just take a shot at. But you still got to be wary of you getting pushed into the spikes or bumping into him as well, especially when you're in a hard item pool like the Seed was, or you don't have a lot of HP. There's a lot of circumstances where Argus can be not so fun in Skull Woods.
Yeah, sometimes you get the good old helicopter. So I was saying in chat earlier, we all know the true boss of Skull Woods is not Mothula. It's Mothula's arena.
Oh, absolutely.
Someone said in chat that a Tower of Hera feels like so 3D, and honestly, now that I'm kind of like thinking about it, it does. Like feels like more of like a 3D Zelda game than a 2D one.
Yeah, Hera, I don't know why. Like maybe because it's besides Agus Tower and Ganon's Tower, like the only like multi-floor, not like floor 1, 2 and basement, but like just a tower. I don't know. I always get that, even though you don't see outside in Link to the Past, I always get that sense of verticality.
I'd say Hera does it better than even a dungeon like GT, because GT is just like a series of rooms, followed by a stair transition, followed by a series of rooms. At least Hera has all these drop downs where it can actually feel like you're up a plane or two, and then suddenly you've fallen down and you're back on a previous floor.
Yeah, that's a good way to put Hera's verticality.
I'm curious about whether or not anybody found the ice rod.
It's MIA, obviously on yours, but it looks like it's gonna be missing in Zed's seat as well.
And this is why I'm curious.
So Zed just delivering a message to Trinex, I think. Yeah, Zed's delivering a message to Trinex saying, "Hey, I don't care much for that."
It's one of those hello, goodbye kinds of moments for Ice Trinex.
Left a little bit of a surprise, well, a bit of a present for Trinex on his way out. So who all is excited for Elden Ring tomorrow?
Oh, I have been really wanting to play, cause it's already out, I think.
I saw my friends on PC playing it, but it's not on consoles yet.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was just on, like, on every single thing that it was releasing, but if I do get the game, then I'm gonna get it on PC, cause, you know, PC.
Oh yeah, so chat's bringing up the possibility, like, since Ice Rod was not needed to beat the sea, there is always a possibility that Ice Rod is behind Trinex. Which, considering we never found Bombos either, that's feeling likely that one of Bombos or Ice Rod is behind Trinex. I feel relatively confident making that statement. Stay careful, you're running a little on bombs there, buddy.
Red Cane is so OP in this game. I mean, it's a really big advantage.
I mean, even outside its intended usage, it's the fundamental, it's the foundation for stuff like Icebreaker, Diver Down, the Pod Rail Clip. Not the Rail Clip, the clip in Pod though. And there's a few other like really obscure uses for Canis Mario, like refilling your magic. But that's like a super obscure use for it. I've only seen it done twice. Oh, speaking of like glitches and stuff, Harapod looks like it gave you a bit of a fit there.
I don't remember if I bumped into a fairy or not, but I was not getting the hook speed one, so I just went back. I'm like, oh, my altitude variables shut up. So let's just do this the normal way, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's why you got that fairy. Let's threw off the altitude.
Yeah, when you're just thinking about, well, I just want to get into this pot, man. You don't even think about it, and oof.
Favorite vanilla heart piece?
I want to say Hilly Island because it means I don't have to go get it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Lumberjack, because it means I don't have to go get it.
As an unfortunate death from Zed. Fortunately, not that it's preferable to die anywhere in GT, but if you're gonna pick a place to do it, early on is better than the top. Ooh, nice little solution to that problem there by Zed.
I just learned today that you can like hug against the wall and then like pull back and forth to move the mimics.
Oh yeah, that's always nice. Just move them directly into position without having to navigate the room. I'm not sure if that's intended behavior on the game's part. It's hard to tell with Link to the Past sometimes, because Link to the Past just operates on some really wonky game logic sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
Least favorite boss? I would say, at this point, playing Rando, from like a speedrunning perspective, Landmo 2 is my worst boss from a speedrunning perspective.
Vanilla, I think mine was Wallmaster. Moldorm, because whenever I was little, I would always do. I watch YouTube tutorial. I watch an hour long, like I watch like hours of just YouTube on how to beat the boss. It was like, oh, you gotta hit the tail and dodge him and do all this. I'm like, yeah, but I can't do that. Like, well, no, it's a pretty simple boss battle. Yeah, it took me, I think, 3 days to finally beat it. I was so mad.
Yeah, Mordor was one of those simple in concept, hard in practice kinds of bosses. Like, yeah, I could go and tell you, hey, to beat Moldorm, all you gotta do is dodge it and hit its tail. Duh. Like, yeah, but doing it is so much harder.
On paper, it's like, yeah, easiest boss in the world. In reality, you're screaming your head off. Sorry.
And then Moldorm 2 drops you for like 5 times. I just want to kill Ganon. Alright, Cold Stare 2. Is that Cold Stare 2? Was there a Cold Stare 1? I don't know.
Not sure.
I don't think there was a Cold Stare 1.
And then Zed going to the Moldorm 2 fight. Wait, close to the Moldorm 2 fight, sorry.
Yep, coming up on that, God, who even was Moldorm 2? I'm, just gonna get tired.
Wait, was there? Yeah, because there was a Moldorm 1.
Yeah, they had, Five-Eyed, Moldorm. I don't think it was at the Moldorm 2 arena, but I do remember there being a Moldorm somewhere.
I know that there was a Moldorm. I'm definitely for sure that there was a Moldorm.
Yeah, because we got one of those mutant Moldorms with multiple sets of eyes. Oh, Zervian seems to have left at some point. I feel kind of bad. Well, Zervian, if you're still watching, obviously, GG on the run. Really excellent run.
Oh yeah, that was good. If y'all guys are just like tuning in or have been tuning in, it was a 7-6 seed. 7.
7.
Oh, 6-7. So 6 crystals to, or 7 crystals to enter GT and 6 to kill him. and Zeruvian finish at a 1:36:45, and Zed actually has his timer up right now, so we can't see what he's at, but we'll see his total time. Oh man,
Race time room showing 2:04 so far.
2:04. Okay. And we just found confirmation that Ice Rub was in Turtle Rock, so that's always fun.
Where's Balmos? Oh, Myershed, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I can imagine, just based on just pure instinct, checking Myershed out of, well, I guess instinct. Pretty good Aga 2 fight from SEZ so far.
Yeah, we're seeing. Oh, and so now he just needs to go to Meyer, and then go slay the pig.
Yep, gotta go get his flutes from the pyramid.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the pyramid checks too. Dang, I'm just not like having the right headspace today.
I mean, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, thanks, man. That is some moral support right there.
It has been a really good fun ride here tonight
Oh
with you.
yeah, it's been amazing, man.
I wonder if that bonk over the Ganon hole, if, like Ganon's like looking up, like waiting for you to come in. He just sees his Link sail over the hole and just run off.
It's like, yes, yeah. Where are you going?
I guess I'll wait here then. So we taken the time to shout out the racers. Definitely give them a follow, as well as my co-commentator Average Mize and myself and our tracker Scrupula. But also make sure to give Speed Gaming a follow if you want daily, not only Link to the Past randomizer content, but other amazing games such as Super Metroid, Link, I think Ocarina of Time randomizer. They run all sorts of kinds of games.
Yeah, I think recently they had Mega Man being ran. And Super Mario Kart. So yeah, please just drop them a follow and come back, because you may never know. You might see me and Lucian commentating again.
And also be sure to there's Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if you're in Europe, there is Speed Gaming channels for Spanish speaking, French, German, and Portuguese, I believe. I don't think you'll hear us on the those channels. I think any attempts I would make to speak the language would just be come across as insulting.
Yeah.
I appreciate the comment, Goran. 1988.
You two have, yeah. I think I made a new friend today, which is definitely what I love. So there we go.
Yeah, that's the fun of commentating. You see, get two people in a room,
Just see
kind
what
of
happens.
see what happens. Especially on Mystery Seed, you can just piece together the mystery together. Piece the mystery together. Oh, that is a sick looking bird.
What?
I don't think I would trust that thing to carry me up the mountain.
No, yeah. Thanks for the comment, Scoo. I definitely know what you're saying.
I know enough to know that's not quite right.
They mix with. Let's see. You know what? Whenever life gives you Google Translate, you look up stuff.
But you're also right, Scrupula. It's I know I don't think that's right, but I don't know enough about the languages to dispute it, so I will defer to you. It doesn't sound right, but I also don't want to risk being wrong.
Yeah.
Good old Dexter's Laboratory reference from Goran. Omelette du fromage.
Never watched it. I've watched 1 or 2 episodes of Dexter's Laboratory, but I've never really watched it all.
I got cable for the first time in 1996, I think, and so Cartoon Network was just this whole new world of possibilities as a 6-year-old back then. Alright, SEZ is making his way through Mire. We know that the big key is on the block chest. I don't know what the official name is for it. I'm sure we have an official name for it. We'll see if Zed goes for the cutscene chest or if he doubles back for the what we know is the big key. So
The suspense is filling in the air.
okay, yep, he's doubling back. Good call.
Let's see this man get his big key. I'm telling you, Link to the Past is some of like the greatest music of all time, in my opinion.
I'm generally of the opinion that the Super Nintendo incarnations of a lot of classic franchises have, on average, the best music.
Oh, definitely. Even Super Metroid had some amazing music.
Super Metroid,
Earthbound.
Earthbound, Final Fantasies 4 through 6.
Yes. Speaking of which, oh, I can't think of the one. Final Fantasy. I can't think of the number of it, but it was the one on the SNES Classic that they released with Final Fantasy 4, 5. 4?
It's probably 4. We didn't get 5 in the US until
Okay.
the PlayStation version of it. Although it could have been Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 6 is... Not that there's anything wrong with Final Fantasy 4, but I would say 6 is more universally beloved by the fan base.
Yeah. But like to me, like I'm not a huge like Final Fantasy guy. I'm more into like Zelda. Like I'm not a big fan of the RPG style turn-based. No, it's not turn-based. I can't think of the genre, but
Oh, you're right.
okay, I am. I'm not like a big fan of that until I played Undertale, but you're gonna make me rant about Undertale, which is such an amazing game. But Final Fantasy IV is my favorite one.
4 is really good. I think 4 is underrated, but 6 is my pick for favorite of the franchise. Although I was a kid when Final Fantasy VII first came out, so like many people in their late 20s, early 30s now, 7 was my first.
10 is a really good one too. 10 and 4 is the one that I liked a lot because 10 is I really like to connect that with my dad. Me and him played it all the time. I mean, we lost our PlayStation 1 or not PlayStation 1. I can't think of what the console release that we had. But we played it so much, and we still play games together. Like playing games with your family is so much fun. Sometimes.
Slightly less wholesome than your story, but my dad and I played Duke Nukem 3D together when I was, I think, 6.
Oh no.
I was his eyes. My dad just could not find items for the life of him, so I would just scout it. Like, oh, there's that, Dad. You need that. All right, so SEZ has his 7th crystal and is going to be making the march to Ganon. I'm personally of the opinion for underrated games in the series, 5 and 12 are the most underrated of the series. Because 5 has Gilgamesh, who is the best character in Final Fantasy. No, the biggest surprise Breath of the Wild 2 could deliver is existing.
No, say that for Metroid Prime 4. 5 years? Yeah. I'm so ready for Metroid Prime 4 to come out when it comes out in like 2047.
I'll be telling my grandchildren when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Like, yes, I remember in 2017 when they first announced Metroid Prime 4.
You know, back then we didn't have these new fancy smartphones. We had the iPhone, and when it was dark and you try to plug your outlet into the wall, it was so hard. It like it was disappearing.
I don't want to think about what games are going to be back in like the 2050s and 2060s.
It's gonna be like Ready Player One. I'm calling it Ready Player One is what we're gonna be having. If y'all have seen that movie or read the book, which I recommend.
I remember the movie was. I think people liked it, but it felt like a little too heavy-handed with 80s references, from what I remember.
Oh, there were so many 80s references and so many game Easter eggs. There was like, I think over 300. Which is great for a gamer like me, but...
And I like the 80s. The 80s, in my opinion, culturally is just one big vibe. But, you can always get a bit too heavy-handed on references.
Yeah. It's like when like a movie adds like too many cameos. Like, oh my gosh, there's there's that guy, and then like after the like 50th cameo, it's like, oh yeah, there's Blow from Progressive. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, you know what, you say that, I hate these movies with a passion. I use the term as loosely as humanly possible, but parody movies of the mid-late 2000s are the absolute worst things ever created.
Okay, have you seen a movie called The Starving Games?
I'm sure just by the name alone, this falls into the genre I'm hating.
Oh, so it's a parody of Hunger Games, and basically like they made a, and this was like around the time like Scary Movie came out. Um, it's basically a parody of the Hunger Games, and it's so like, oh my god, it's so weird.
Well, see, like a disaster movie, like the late 2000s. I think I was still in high school when it came out, but like they don't even like do parodies or anything. They just shout out references to things like, "Look, it's Kung Fu Panda." Like it's not even a parody. They just like say the names of things that happened recently, and like that's it. That's the joke. It's terrible. I hate it. Parody movies used to mean something back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. One movie that I've watched like recently, or not really recently, but like one movie that I really loved that was like based on the 80s, Kung Fury.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh,
I love.
I love that movie. Thank you. I've been trying to remember the name of it for a while.
If you guys have never watched it, it's on YouTube. It's free. It's so funny. It has, um, it has Thor in it, or like not like the actual like Chris Hemsworth Thor, but it has like the god Thor, and then machine gun dinosaurs. I think it's just so funny. It's like
Yeah,
a 30-minute short film. Amazing.
yeah, it's. But see that intentionally goes over the top. When it's intentional, it's not as. Well, I say that, but like the movies I was hating were intentional. It has to be done in a certain way.
The Hoff 9000, yes.
I might be sounding a bit hypocritical here, but it's just like there's a certain quality. We got off track. The pig is roast for SEZ.
Oh. The pig is dead. We have killed the pig finally, once and for all.
We'll never see Ganon again. This is the final randomizer game.
This is the a discontinuation of randomizer for A Link to the Past. Actually, guys, it was nice. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, do not take what I say at face value.
Oh, yeah. Never take us seriously.
In fact, I'm not even Lucy and Grief.
Oh, and I'm not the average Mize. My name is King of Games.
Yeah, you're the above average Mize.
Yes, I'm the above average Mize. All right. So, oh, sorry. Lucian finished with a race time GG of Lucian. We'll probably have to check out because I don't have the race time up in.
So SEZ finishes with the official race time of 2:21:09.
GG's in the chat for Zed, and hold on, we are about to get him in here. All right, he should be heading here in a couple of seconds, and let's just give him just a big, warm welcome. Oh, there he is. Welcome on in, Zed.
Welcome, Zed.
Hello, hello.
Hello, GG.
Yeah, GG on the race, man.
Yeah, I told myself I would finish the seed because it was my first race in a while. Regret that decision.
Hey man, no regrets. You did great.
Yeah, listen, it was fun watching. So what were your like overall thoughts on the seed? Like, what'd you think of?
I thought for sure it was going to be a super reduced fast Ganon, considering Dark World was early and Master Sword was also early, and I was like, my Master Sword Silverless isn't terrible. Because I had also found the lamp at that point in a few bottles, and I was like, sure, whatever, I could do that. And then it ended up being, what, 6-7?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was disgusting to find out. Did not like that. But otherwise, I mean, I last location like mirror and flippers at the same time, so
Yeah.
that wasn't ideal, but
But that flute placement though, wow, like,
oh, that flute.
oh, the wonderful flute. That's just so fun.
I'm just glad I didn't go to pod. I told myself that I was not going to pod. You could not make me go to pod. Uh, and I was starting to get worried that I was gonna have to go to pod.
But you did it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah, surprisingly, because the whole joke about Pen and Pod have the answers, but not today.
Yep, glad it wasn't that way. I was, like I said, I was getting really worried there at the end.
Yeah, but hey, like, you finished it. The pig has been slayed. All the crystals were found. Like, I feel like that it was a good seed in general.
Yeah,
In
it was-
general, it was a fun seed. Like, I would love to actually come back or play the seed because it seems like it would be really fun to play. But just some of like the placements were a little bit Why?
Yeah,
I
they
will
were.
s-
Go ahead. Sorry, that's my fault.
I will say I was about 3 steps away from committing a major glitch when I was going to GT after getting my 6th crystal. Because I took a weird route because I was going up to Harris to jump down to overworld glitch into GT. I got up there and I was like, wait, I can't do that.
Well, somewhere Malmo would have been proud.
Yeah, Malmo, if you happen to be watching this, I was close. I almost did it.
Yeah, yeah, I think we didn't really find out there's gonna be hard item place or hard item pool until relatively late in the game. So we were wondering that for a while.
Yeah, Swamp was when I figured it out.
Speaking of which, do you know, Zed, did you check the Bombos tablet?
I did check the Bombos tablet. That's where the boots were, technically. I picked it up and it
Okay,
was
so was the boots.
I
and it was
knew
thin
it.
air.
I
Yep.
knew it. Okay, sorry. I
Well-
called it.
I picked up the heavy thin air out of the that fell out of the sky, and I was like, I got the boots.
Well, you just cost me $20. I bet average wise $20 that it was literally anything but.
Well, I
I'm $20.
hate to break it to you, but I picked out some really heavy thin air at the Bombos tablet, so
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah, overall, like I liked the seed because it was as far as mystery goes. This is my first time experiencing mystery. It was just similar enough to a regular seed with a few sprinkles of chaos thrown in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can imagine my surprise when I dropped down in Skull Woods and wait, where's Mothula?
Yeah. So any like final statements about just the seed or just any questions that you wanna ask or just say anything?
I'm gonna assume Ice Rod was in TR, but where was Bombos if we know?
Bonbon was in Meyer Shed.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so lava, hold on. I'm going back up in chat trying to. Yeah, so Balmus was in Meyer Shed and where is it at? I can't find it for some reason. But Ice Rod was in Lava Cave in TR.
A lava chest, yeah, the big
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah, Lava Chest. That's yeah.
That's actually pretty. If this were the 7/7, TR was a crystal, that actually would have been a pretty cruel ice rod placement.
I was fully prepared to full dip pendant TR if I found that ice rod. Just throwing that out there. The small brain strats were in full effect during this seed.
Yeah, neither you or Zeruvian found the Bombos medallion, so therefore neither of you touched TR, never found the Ice Rod, never killed Trinex. Trinex is just all alone now. All the other villains are dead. Trinex is just left wondering, why me?
I hope at the very least, chat got some kicks out of my antics with bombing objects that I found displeasing.
We saw that. I got kicked out of it.
Alright.
I saw you made your thoughts on Ice Trinex known by leaving bombs at its head.
Yeah, a few chests got to know my thoughts of them. Trinex, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, just like GG on the race, and I'm gonna do the command for the runners one last time, and for the commentators and trackers. Like y'all guys, I could never do what y'all guys are doing. Like y'all guys are really great runners, and Zed, I know that like the sea was kind of rough for you, but I promise you're still way better than me.
Hey man, not everybody can commentate, so.
And yeah, so go follow Azruvian and Zed. They would really appreciate it. And go follow my co-commentator. And if you want to, myself, I'm not the coolest guy. And go follow the tracker. Because like I said, the tracker would not be able, or we would not be able to do this without the trackers. Go. Skoo and Lucian, thank you so much. And again, like I said, just GG on the race.
Yeah, don't let this man put himself down. Give him a follow too. He seems great.
Yeah, he like I said, you're not the average Mize, you're the above average Mize.
Oh man, I'm gonna break down crying. Calm down. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Like I said, Lucian, do you have anything to say?
Not you. Like I said, give our racers, commentators, and tracker a follow. Follow Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for daily gaming content. Speed Gaming Spanish, German, Portuguese, and French. If you're from Europe, specifically those countries that speak those languages, for daily gaming content.
And then
that's all I've got. Were you about to say something, or I cut you off? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, I wonder if
something just happened. All right, tomorrow, Speed Gaming will be back with a true Ice Hard run, which is gonna be pretty fun. I might be commentating in it if I have nothing to do. I might try to ask for commentation. So yeah, that's it. For me, I talk a lot, so if y'all guys just want to just cut me off, then okay.
Alright, my name is Lucian Greeth, and I am signing out. Have a good night, everyone. GG. Zed.
Yeah, GG's to all the runners in the race.
Yeah, GG to everyone. Mystery is, can be a tough nut to crack.
Oh yeah, Mystery is very different, but, like I said, it was such a fun race to watch, and, I am the average Mize, or according to Lucian, the above average Mize. And I will see y'all guys in another race. So, yeah. Bye, guys.
Have a good night.